Loki too as well.
Wow.
That is definitely a game changer in the MCU.
Yeah.
What a finale.
Yeah, and a really tense finale.
It's
Yeah.
it's surprisingly tense because if you think about it, it's just people talking.
Yeah.
Except for that scene where they fight, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
except for the fight scene. Obviously, there was a fight scene as well. But
Yeah. But essentially, it was a really tense episode, and what a finale.
yeah, it was.
It's
very
because of the
interesting.
major consequences and the impacts.
Yeah.
And it only
The whole
works through
universe.
exposition. And it works really well.
Yeah.
So now they say that this particular episode essentially is the turning point of the entire MCU moving forward.
It makes sense why there's the multiverse of madness. If you remember the end, when all the timelines branched out, that's why there is a multiverse of madness. No longer is there some force, malevolent nor benevolent, in control to keep things on an even keel.
That's
now
right.
things are just chaotic.
Yeah, that's
on
what
to
this
really-
episode is going to.
It leads
Because-
up really well
yeah.
to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's a
And Spider-Man.
great seg.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
So the first multiverse story that we'll see is Spider-Man
No Way Home. Yeah.
No Way Home. So it does seem like a particular actor completely lied.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had to lie, otherwise he would have given away the ending.
Yep, but the thing is that is not Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, because it's this guy. Yeah, you see on the screen. He who
Yeah.
remains.
Yep.
Okay.
So this variant of him is He Who Remains. So Kang would be a different variant.
Oh, so he who remains isn't the real Kang, but a variant of Kang.
He's a coy about his real identity.
In a way,
Well,
he's
he
a
did
variant.
say that he's been known
In a
as
way-
many names. One is a ruler, one as a conqueror,
Yeah.
one as a jerk.
He's only one of his variants. He's you can say it's a variant. It's a good variant.
Well,
Whereas, the
not
other variant of
exactly good, but
the Kang is one of the variants of Kang the Conqueror, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the other ones are more evil than him, like you
Yeah,
said in
that's
the
right.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
But-
saying the other one is the one that, like, the other
Yeah.
ones are the ones that are more
Yeah.
evil.
He said, "Wait
So
till
it
you meet
makes sense
meet
that
my
maybe-
variants."
So it makes sense that maybe he isn't Kang the Conqueror as you guys know, but maybe he is the benevolent variant of Kang the Conqueror. And now that
Yeah.
Sylvie's killed him,
It's more
It
precise. Yeah.
paves the way for the real bad variant of Kang the
Oh.
Conqueror to rise in his place.
but not just
right.
one, multiple
It's a lot of
infinite
them.
amounts
Multiple
of the same
ones, yeah.
person,
Yeah.
Variants of himself. Yeah.
multiple
like
Loki.
variants of
It's
himself.
like all the Loki
Yeah.
variants too. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what has happened with Sylvie, and how come nobody knows who Loki is now?
Yeah,
because-
So everything's been reset.
Because he
something.
rewrote the timeline already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timeline has now branched off again.
Branched
so
off. Yeah.
And effectively, as I said, he planned everything.
What about Sylvie? What do you reckon happened to Sylvie?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean-
she's still in that she's still there in the
Yeah.
void.
So she
And
might
I'm
take
sort of going,
over.
where did
She might take
Ravonna
over
go?
the throne for now.
Well, the
Yep.
question is he? Yeah, is she really? Is she? Yeah, where is she? Who knows?
Well,
And is
Rav-
Kang?
yeah.
And is this he who remains really dead? Is the other question?
He Who Remains is dead
Like,
But
it says,
the
is
other
Kang
variants
really
are
dead?
not.
Right? Yeah.
because it's not Kang.
Charmian.
Why does this
Ramona
keep
said-
saying Kang? Repeated teasers, he'll be back if Sylvie kills him.
Yeah,
The version of He Who Remains featured is that, at least for now, but Kang repeatedly teases that he'll be back if
yeah,
Sylvie kills him.
but that is not actually Kang. It's a variant
Says
of
this is
who it will
Loki's
be Kang,
version of Kang who existed at the end of time.
which they call He Who Remains. But
Yes.
effectively, it's a different person to Kang the Conqueror.
But
But
it is a version of Kang, though.
But
It is a
remember
version of
what he-
Kang.
But
Yeah, I
remember
think-
what he said
What
when
article was saying?
they
He's
when
a
they
variant of Kang,
sit
but-
down dialogue bit and they actually he explains, I've seen all the different variations. No matter what happens,
Yeah.
I'll be back here.
That's right.
But then comes a crunch point where he goes, okay, I did know everything up until now. So I'm not sure. Maybe there is a possibility he can come back, because remember how he says, I'm in the 31st century?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
time will repeat
Yep.
itself again at
Yeah,
some
it's a
point.
loop.
And also,
Yeah.
when Sylvie stabbed him, he said, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, it says so. Yeah, it could possibly return in the MCU future because of this whole like time loop,
Multiple
Business.
timelines or
branch
loops, yeah.
timelines. Yeah.
He'll
Fair enough.
reappear. Yeah.
But I guess we might actually see him in Spider-Man No Way Home
It's possible.
That's where he might pop up again.
and Multiverse of Madness and
Yeah,
Quantumania,
definitely
which he
be
has been confirmed in
Ant-Man 3.
Quantumania.
He'll be the real King and Conqueror in Ant-Man 3.
Well,
He's a-
Ant-Man 3
So it is-
will be another Kang variant.
Another
but it'll
variant.
be- yeah.
The real
Yep.
King, the Conqueror.
So,
And
so it's all variants.
so in a way, this sort of version of Kang, like, even though it's not Kang, he's it's like a lead up. It's introducing this
Yeah, that's
Kang
right.
character into the
Yeah.
MCU.
And it'll be the one played by Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
Like,
same character, same actor.
Yeah,
Set up.
I
I mean,
think
they'll
he
all
would
be
be-
played by the same
yeah,
actor. won't
they
they?
would all be played by the same actor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Jonathan playing all the variants.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
So was that a statue of him at the end?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
That is very, very Planet of the Apes feel. So even the writer, he says the way he came up with the ending, he was very
Yeah.
inspired by this Planet of the Apes. Because remember at the end of Planet of the Apes, we saw the
I do
statue,
remember that.
the
Yeah.
face
Oh.
changed into an ape face.
Yeah.
So it's very, very like
Yeah, it is very Planet of the Apes.
and
You
also
can see
this
the inspiration there.
Twilight
Yeah.
Zone.
That,
Yeah.
that was
That looks-
pretty cool.
So
actually.
yeah, this episode is a major turning point in the entire MCU now.
yeah,
Mm.
for sure.
Mm.
That that's unleashed the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yep. So that actually,
What
the
Sylvie did.
multiverse is unleashed, and now we also know that there's a season 2
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Season two,
That's
yeah.
right. That's confirmed by
Yeah.
the snap. By the end.
Lucky too.
You see all those branches coming out. That's a lot of multiverse of madness. That's a lot of multiverses.
So it would be
Oh.
another multiverse war.
Yeah,
Multiverse of
I
war,
think
yeah.
it's set. So yeah, season 2 will probably be all about this whole branching thing, or right here.
Yeah.
See all these branches.
Yeah, you see it in the background. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we might
Yeah.
find else, but they haven't filmed season 2 yet.
So
Yeah,
there's
but
no
All
release
of
date.
this, all of this is speculation.
But I mean, it's
and-
just we're just going off what we saw, right? Like in this episode and what it potentially might set up.
Yeah, but
Like
the
in
thing is,
season
they're
2.
not considering the movies as well. The movies would also be considering the multiverse as well.
Yeah.
I think that they're just leaving themselves open for
Open, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
until we watch the other movies, we probably won't know the take on season 2 of Loki.
yeah.
They probably haven't written the script themselves for season 2. So.
Well,
Yeah,
they did
Loki-
admit that they didn't really plan for a season 2.
But it's
Yeah.
because of the
The
oh
pandemic.
yeah
Yeah, the
It means-
popularity,
popularity
Yeah.
of this.
they ended
show.
up confirming a season 2 now.
Yeah.
But effectively, all we know is there is no script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was meant to be a turning point to forward the movies. So effectively, that's a possibility that we might see Sylvie in one of the movies as well.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And
It's
Ravonna
possible.
is also looking for answers at the end. He says
Yeah.
something about
Yeah.
free will.
Yeah, she said, "I'm going to find free will."
Find free
Yeah.
will.
But she
Yeah,
also
that's the
said the
person.
one who's in charge. There's no one who has free will. The only person who
It's the
has
one
free
in
will is the
charge.
one in charge.
So she's
when she
going to
said that,
find the
I'm
one
like,
in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
well, she's going
And
to
the
kill
thing
the
is-
one
yeah.
in charge so that she can be the one in charge.
Yeah, or something
Well,
like that.
that's what she believes. Yeah, only one has free will.
Well,
Yeah.
effectively,
like-
the Ravonna Renslayer is known to be the lover of Kang the Conqueror.
In the
Yeah.
comics. In the
Yeah,
comics. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
But they might change it around. I don't know. In the MCU.
Maybe, but we'll see. But essentially, for what they've said is look at the end of season 1 without thinking of a season 2 right away.
Yeah.
I reckon season 2 will be set after phase 4, probably in phase 5 or something.
Probably yes, because they did confirm that they never planned for a season 2.
Until probably weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Until the popularity took off.
Well, hang on. You
Fan
see,
base.
these discussions
Fan
have
service.
already started. So they're already deep
yeah.
into what's gonna happen
Yeah, but effectively they only started after the finale.
after. Yeah.
After effect. Yeah.
I notice he's one of the executive producers as well as being Loki.
So he just
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to say in it as well, probably.
Yeah, so he definitely has a say in it.
yeah,
But-
deep discussions. I can't wait to get started. I want to say thank you to the audience, because without the audience, we wouldn't be able to make season 2.
But the thing is, I
Yeah.
think we should be looking at season 1 first before the movies.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because then
that's build up.
after the movies, then we could say what may or may not happen in season 2.
Yes.
Because right now, if you're looking at the plan of season 2 now, maybe the writers of Loki already know what happens in the movies, yes, but we don't. But our theories of what might happen in season 2 might be revealed in the movies.
Oh, there's this theory that season 2 it has already been filmed.
No, it hasn't.
There's
They've
a
got-
theory. It's a theory. It's a theory that episodes have already been filmed and they're just keeping it quiet.
Nope, they're going to start filming early 2022. They already said that. They haven't
then-
started filming
And
season
then
2 yet.
so if this is actually true, then we will all be kind of like duped. Because
Yeah.
Well, who wrote this? They already confirmed that
Yeah.
they...
It's only a theory.
Yeah.
it's a theory. Unless Marvel makes a statement, there's no way to confirm that season 2 is done filming.
Yeah, they already made a statement. They're going to start filming in early 2022.
Because
there's a smart way
Loki
you
is
can
a show
do
about
it
mischief,
in a movie.
and so it's a way to trick us.
Deceive the whole
I
audience,
mean,
all the fan base.
yeah. Like it would be very on brand.
It would be
Too.
very on brand if this were the case.
Possibly, but then it would happen after the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
reckon-
think. Yeah, I don't think it's really true anyway. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they already confirmed that they're going to start filming early 22, so
Yeah.
that will still be quite a while away.
I
So
think
I
the
think-
Simpsons should make a sequel to this too.
Mm.
a sequel, what?
The Simpsons should make a sequel to Loki.
Yeah.
Uh,
Season 2 is they're having a season 2.
James
He's talking about the Simpsons one. The Simpsons one was
Oh,
like a one-off
Simpsons.
thing.
The
Yeah,
As
parody.
a spoof as
It's a
what
spoof.
will what
Yeah, the-
essentially happened when Disney acquired Fox.
yeah.
Because
it was pretty funny.
is the Fox is now under Disney acquisition. And the Simpsons just made fun of it. They even had a little poster on this and said, "This is what happens when Disney acquires Fox."
Yeah, I saw that one just now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys think of the fights, the part after the fight scene when
The
he
kiss.
jumped when he jumped through Sylvia's sword?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool moment. I mean, that was really the only action piece in this whole episode.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
one.
I can understand why some people say that it's disappointing.
I didn't think it was disappointing. It was
Wasn't it?
like a really tense episode.
Yeah. I
Like
liked
it wasn't comical, but it was like
There's more
totally
dialogue,
serious.
but serious. Yeah, more dialogue, but
I
dramatic.
didn't think it was disappointing. I think maybe someone said the same, that it was different because you've been so used to a lot of action scenes and all of a sudden it switches to drama and tension through that.
I actually enjoyed it. This is probably
Yeah, I
one of
liked
the
it.
most
I reckon it's one of the
This
best
is-
episodes.
one of the
Oh.
best episodes that they blended everything together.
Yeah.
I think the reason why people say disappointing is because some people say it came off more like exposition, because so much talking and set up for the future rather than a proper conclusion to the journey that began with Loki's arrest.
Well, I guess so, yes, but that's exactly what it was meant to be.
Yeah, that's what it's
What's
supposed to
wrong
do,
with
right?
exposition, though?
Well, exposition, some people hate it. They say, no, you don't talk, you show, right? Show, don't tell, that kind of idea.
Yeah, but I think that idea for them, if whoever this guy is writing about, I think he's saying that exposition in the last episode is not great.
Yeah,
But-
well, I mean, if it's a finale.
It's a finale.
I think he's saying this is trying to set up season 2 rather than, like
It's
ending
setting
the
up-
story.
It's setting up the movies first, not
Setting up for the movie.
necessarily
I thought it was setting
season
up for
2.
the next 3 movies, actually. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think with the content, you can't do action and show because the concepts of free will, predestination,
Yeah,
that
it's
no matter
very
what happens, they're going to end up back there. You can't explain it without dialogue.
Yeah,
So
you need a lot of
I-
dialogue.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
need that.
how
yeah.
they explained it was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the tension of now that they know
What do they do?
What do they do now?
What do
Do
they
they
do? Yeah.
continue in their disbelief of, no, he's lying? Well, okay, he might be lying, but on the off chance it's actually true, it's got huge impact. Let's think about it. And then so you've got these sort of two battling sides represented by the two Lokis. And then, yeah.
Yep, and it's
That's
also
views.
a face that we see Loki really scared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
I
he was
mean,
being
genuinely
truthful.
scared.
and being truthful for once. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
like,
it's yeah,
right at
that's
the
right.
end, he said that they've made a big mistake. And he says he planned everything right up to that point. And he's terrifying.
Mm.
Yeah.
We never hear that from Loki before, and he just like right out said it. Multiple
right.
versions of the same person.
So I think what you said is like this kind of ending is probably a good one
Yeah.
to end his arc over the whole 6 episodes.
Yeah.
In a way, right, a road to self-discovery and redemption.
Yep.
Yeah.
But essentially what I'm saying is if you're looking at season 1 right now, don't think about it with a season 2 in the future. Because they didn't plan it the first time around.
Although you could argue that, at the end, they were obviously trying to set things up, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't have ended it. Or are you saying that this is just set up for
It was
the
setting up
movies?
for the movies. That was
Yeah.
the whole point of it. Otherwise, they kept saying that Loki was only meant to be a 6-episode limited event.
Yep.
And
It's
then
the same,
only
yeah.
this week did they confirm a season 2.
Like it's the same with WandaVision. It's meant to be
A
there as a
one-off.
setup.
One
Yeah,
off. Yeah.
Lead
that's
up.
right.
Yeah,
Set up.
WandaVision, they say that there's not going to be a season 2.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I-
for sure. That's definite.
Yeah, Elizabeth confirmed that. So
And they confirmed it this week as well.
Some people also say that is this disappointing because it sort of became Sylvie's show in episode 4.
Well, I don't mind that. That was really good. It was fun.
And so,
And in essence, she is Loki. So
but she is a Loki.
yeah,
She is a
yeah.
Loki.
So it's the
It
it
makes
is Loki.
Series is
Yeah.
about Loki. So
Yeah.
But why did he kiss the girl?
Kiss her himself, yeah.
Yeah.
because
Practically
he
kissed
does
himself.
actually like her as
Yeah.
sort of set up from
all-
episode 4.
yeah, exactly. All along, it was
I always
a
liked her.
romantic build-up, and
But why don't they embrace the possibility of having them together in that happy ever after scenario?
Because
Well,
Sylvie
Loki-
wanted one thing and Loki,
And Loki
wanted
wanted another thing.
because
that's where
and
they
it
you
wouldn't be a
have both.
multiverse of madness after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
But
guess
still,
we'll
the
be
problem is,
seeing
can you
more of Miss
understand?
Minutes as well.
Mm.
Yeah, she's creepy. Yeah, all of a sudden she just pops up. So creepy.
Oh, the jump scare.
Yeah, me too.
Miss Minutes was like a jump scare.
Yeah, and the way she talks, just the way she
It
talks,
was like,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
if you see her eyes, if you look at her eyes, it looks evil. Just look at the eyes.
And voiced by Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tara Strong. Yeah.
Very strong.
Like, what a weird jump scare. Hey, y'all.
Do people know Tara Strong from other things? Because I have not seen or heard of that
No.
name.
Well, I
know
don't
what she
think.
looks like.
I've
but
never seen her, so I don't even know what she looks like.
I've seen her in interviews, and she looks like she could be in
Tara Strong. She sounds familiar, like a voice actress.
A
Yeah.
voice actress in a lot of like
Yeah,
comic type stuff. Like
Possibly
if you think like
even-
Batman.
yeah,
he's
possibly
voicing
even Wonder
Batman.
Woman.
Yeah, maybe she's more of a voice
Teen
artist, voiceover.
Titans. I think he voiced in Powerpuff Girls as well. Oh yeah,
oh, she's a
That's
Canadian
right.
actress. Canadian, yeah.
Yeah.
My
But
Little
there's
Pony.
no-
Okay, but she mostly does voiceover rather
Voiceovers.
than
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like it.
physically acting.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you compare, say, this ending with, say, WandaVision's ending or even Falcon's ending,
Ooh,
um,
that's a tough
like
one.
I know that not many people like Falcon's ending.
For me, I'll choose between Loki and WandaVision ending. Yeah.
I think the ending that I choose is definitely Loki's ending. Because
Yeah,
it sets up a lot more for the future of the MCU
Yeah.
than the
Much more
others.
bigger- much
Yeah,
more
like
bigger
it's more of a
impact.
cliffhanger type, like you don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna be next.
Yeah, so it's
sort of
mostly
thing.
about the MCU's history and future villain in that sense. Yeah.
So the first time we will see it now would be in December. So not too
Yeah.
much of a wait till see.
Hmm.
Maybe a different version of Kang will appear in that. Maybe. Or
Yeah.
maybe right at the end credits.
I guess that's the issue, right, with these Marvel shows is that they have a job as well to set up, laying the groundwork for what's to come in the franchise, and so
Yep.
in that sense, sometimes it can feel like it's trying to, like,
Mhm.
set up the future of the franchise as opposed to just like the. I think this is why this person has this criticism. Like, it can be setting up multiple movies and shows instead of bringing Loki's journey to a proper end. Because these shows have to do a lot of stuff. It's not just about the show itself. It's
Yeah. But
it's
the thing
looking
is,
at other
A
shows.
continuation
I think
Yeah.
to
essentially I
the whole
don't
phase.
mind that. It like builds up the entire MCU story ahead.
Yeah.
So it's the whole idea of the whole continuity of the MCU.
Yeah, that's right. And I think we talked about this, right? I think for new viewers, this might not make a lot of sense.
Yeah, probably not. And
'Cause
then when
then it's
season
like-
2 comes out, it would be probably quite different than after the movies as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So they probably won't understand what's going on. But
Yeah,
as
when I-
like an MCU story, that I think it was a really strong ending.
Yeah, I thought it was very strong climax, and
And the implications of what happens
Yeah.
from Sylvie
That's right.
killing
Mm.
He Who Remains.
Yeah.
He Who Remains. It's
Yeah.
like kind of like he who will, what's that Harry Potter guy?
He who shall not
who
be
shall
named.
not be named.
Yeah.
He who
Yeah.
remains.
Mm.
Yeah.
that would be a better way to transition into the next movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
they should.
I mean, this is definitely a good setup for the next.
There's a few
know,
questions
movies.
after the finale, right? So what happened to the other Loki variants? We haven't heard from them anymore.
Pretty stuck in the
Yeah.
void.
That's
Well,
right.
We know that he probably died, the classic one.
Yeah, but the other two
The other
were
two-
still around.
Yeah, still around. And
Hmm.
where did she go?
Where
we
did she
don't
go?
know.
Yeah.
She went
And how
somewhere.
come they keep
And-
naming it wrong? It's
Huh?
President Loki, not Vote Loki or Election
Vote.
Loki.
They keep going home, vote Loki. Yeah, vote Loki.
The actual name is
I thought it was President.
President Loki.
Yeah.
The right one is President Loki.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought
And,
too.
oh, it
Yes.
doesn't say vote here. Oh, election Loki, you mean? Election Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I keep getting it wrong, but the
Oh, Vote
official
Loki.
pop vinyl of it is also
President Loki.
It says
President
President
Loki.
Loki. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And interesting, George Renslayer used to be a school principal.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past.
That's right.
Yep.
Just in
And
that
did you
scene.
actually notice that it actually said Homecoming on one of the posters?
Oh, really?
And
Oh.
yeah, that was like a bit of an Easter egg, wasn't it? Like with
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
Easter egg. I missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was very fast. It was just like a little thing on the background.
Oh, okay.
But maybe it wasn't a mistake because the next movie following would be
multiverse stuff. Yeah.
Spider-Man. No Way
Like-
Home.
Like it's possible the continuation of that scene will be in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Very possible. Yeah.
but that would be after the Eternals, so it's the story of the Eternals first,
And before that, Shang-Chi.
as well as Shang-Chi, which is sort of an origin story as well. So we might not see that yet, but it's sort of like creating the character first before they introduce them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi's the
I'm
next one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope we're out of lockdown by then.
Yeah, so we can watch it in the cinema on the big
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah,
Hope so.
Because the visuals are so great just from the trailer that you would want to see it on a big screen. Like seeing it on a laptop is not the same. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. And what did you think of the beginning sequence? Like all of those voices.
Well,
Yeah,
that was cool.
someone did a full video of taking just to look at
Isolating it.
where they came from,
The research,
all the quotes.
it's all
Yeah,
the
there was so many.
lines from different movies from the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you hear like Captain Marvel.
I heard Captain America. Oh, I can do this all day.
Well,
I
if
know,
you-
I know.
If you
can-
want,
I heard a lot
you
of
even
voices.
hear Vision.
here's
Like-
all
Yeah, I
the
heard
here's the
Vision.
list of all the quotes.
and Black
Um,
and the Black
Black Panther.
Panther.
Yep.
So where to
Wakanda forever.
go? Tic Tac, Sam Wilson. Wow,
It
that's
must
how you
be
punch Ant-Man.
Ant-Man,
Wakanda
yeah.
forever. You haven't heard of. There's so many.
There's even quotes from
Cats
famous
of
people from our
Road,
Earth.
Peter Quill. He's a friend from work.
Puny God.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a lot.
What is grief if not love persevering? This is
Yeah, that was Vision's one.
Yes.
Vision's
Very-
famous quote about love.
That actually directly links it to the WandaVision chair.
yes.
right.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice touch.
Time
Well-
is the true enemy of us all. That's an interesting quote from Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange. Yeah.
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 But
That's
there
a
was
great quote
also
from Vision.
another quotes from
From real life events. Yeah. Real life
they're from Tony Stark in
Ladies.
Endgame.
but
they
they also
already-
had
We
And also,
already
yeah, I
found it
think
from
Bernie
Endgame.
was talking about these ones. the
Yeah.
real ones.
Yeah.
from real life.
One
yeah,
small
those
step for
ones.
man, how they my dream, Malala Yousafzai, and then Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're right. There was Iron Man quotes. Yeah. Yeah.
Iron Man one.
But Iron Man actually did say something in Avengers Endgame that actually foretold what would happen in the MCU.
Okay.
But effectively, they looked back at Avengers Endgame and they found it. He said, if you mess with time, it tends to mess back.
Yeah, it's showing
Oh.
it too.
Showing it now. Yeah.
And now it's showing it.
Yeah. The whole
Oh,
time
alright.
stone thing.
Easter eggs. Let's see.
Okay.
Easter eggs. Quite a few.
So
Quite a few.
Yeah,
biggest,
there's a lot.
the biggest clue to the future of the MCU was actually in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, quite filled intro. Yeah, that's a lot.
Citadel at the end of
6 minutes.
time. This theory about Miss Minutes being the true mastermind.
No.
But she
I
did
thought
show up.
Marcus-
She did show up
Marcus-
in the castle.
Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
know she's working for him, but no, I didn't think she was that she was
Yeah.
Kang.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No, I didn't think so either.
Yeah. That
Well,
seemed
at
to be-
least now we
Yeah.
know the future MCU villain would be Kang or one of the other Kang variants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He who remains.
That'll be the next
So
big
this
villain.
guy, who is also from the comics,
Yeah,
Thor
he is.
number 245, an ancient, all-powerful, and incredibly rinky. So when he says he's actually really old,
Yeah, he's really old.
he's really old.
Yeah, he said he's lived a million.
Multiple lifetimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple lifetimes.
No, a million generations.
He said he'd been through so many scenarios as well. Yeah.
Yep. So what else?
Loki's past plans. Yeah, so he
so you're taking the Infinity Gauntlets and all that.
Or winning that battle in New York. Taking the throne of Asgard.
Yeah.
Or even kill Thanos. Yeah.
But the interesting quote that I thought of in the show was the trust thing.
Yeah,
because as I said, Sylvie can't trust. And Loki can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then after that, they kissed.
Yeah, true. But that was actually quite an interesting point because Sylvie never learned to trust anyone.
Yeah.
And Loki, as himself, cannot be trusted.
First time she trusted, but then she still put him back to the TVA.
She still doesn't trust him.
I think the reason for that kiss was to get him off guard, so that she could boot him back to the TVA.
TVA?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Because she couldn't stop her mission.
Yeah, she wanted to kill that.
Her whole life, effectively, on the run. She wanted to kill the person in charge for effectively ruining her life.
Yeah.
Because as she said, it's personal to her.
Yeah, she was still hell bent on revenge, so she was gonna keep going.
Because it was personal. He didn't think it was personal, but
she was determined to kill him.
Yeah.
It was personal to Sylvie.
Yeah. No, nothing would have stopped her. I think she was just determined to carry on.
Unstoppable.
Apparently, there was a fourth timekeeper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you consider when they went into that room, there were like 3 statues and 1 broken one.
The broken fourth statue on the floor.
Statue. Shattered on the floor, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Because in the comics, apparently, He Who Remains created a quartet of timekeepers, but one of them got banished.
What?
So,
how did? Oh, okay, that's a weird thing to happen.
That's an interesting thing. But effectively, it was broken.
Wow, that's an apple. I didn't know it was Doctor Strange's apple.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell that because it just looks like an ordinary apple.
A green apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Benedict Cumberbatch, when he was wielding the Eye of Agamotto by rewinding an eaten apple.
The Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes apples.
Renslayer's real name.
I saw it was Rebecca something, but I couldn't fully read it.
Rebecca Tominette on the certificate.
Yeah, I was trying to read it when I looked at it.
Yeah.
I saw the name of Rebecca.
It was a bit too little.
Yeah, it was too little.
This is an alias that Renslayer uses in the Marvel comics after falling out with Kang. Although this Tominette in the comics lived in 1903. Whereas in the show, we saw it was 2018.
It was in Ohio.
Ohio, Fremont, Ohio.
Yeah.
It looks like they changed it around a bit, maybe.
And she's a school teacher,
school principal, maybe.
School.
In
Ohio.
In Ohio,
Yeah, but
so it's not Spider-Man school there.
In 1993, even in Ohio, they still had segregated schools. The headmaster would have been black, not white.
Yeah, that's probably why they chose 2018.
That's the fault.
So it was a 2018 one.
Yeah. Mobius switches places with Loki. Oh, okay. Okay. That reversal to show Renslayer bearing down upon him.
Yeah.
Okay. That was really iffy.
31st Century Conqueror.
That was the same in the comics, at least.
Yeah.
Cool special effects there.
Yeah. So he used Elias.
Yeah, he used Elias. Yeah.
And used its power to create like everything and the TVA.
It sounds like he was some sort of scientist.
Yeah, scientist from the same
Experimenting
future
on
time
the
period.
liar.
Yeah.
Yep. So now there would be multiple variants of the same
Versions
person.
of himself. Yeah.
Multiple Kang variants. Huh?
Alternate versions of himself.
Yeah.
Different Kang. Yeah, there you go. Kang setup continues. Time-breaking variants. It paves the way for Kang as a variant of He Who Remains, but also opens the door for every other iteration of the villain from Marvel comic history.
Wow, so many variants.
This would include Nathaniel Richards, Immortus, Ramatut, and Iron Lad. Doing the Loki, what would it really be a Loki season finale if Tom Hiddleston didn't end up falling over and doing his famous hair flip?
That again.
Yeah, falling on his front and whipping his head up with an expression of pure exasperation.
Yeah, he does that a lot. That's just a Loki thing.
Loki thing, yeah.
Loki signature move.
Signature fall.
Yeah.
That's just a signature fall.
Been where you are. Yeah, he says, I've been where you are.
That talk, yeah.
That talk, yeah.
That was touching, yeah.
Yeah, it means being betrayed by Odin and discovering his true heritage as a frost giant. So he's been there, getting revenge, striking out, but now it's changed.
Yeah, he's definitely changed at the end. Like, we see him genuinely scared, so that's a really different look on Loki.
Yeah, terror in his face, yeah.
Yeah, this look.
Yeah, it's fear.
Kang Statue. Well, yeah, a version of Kang at least.
Yeah, but what's interesting as well, like Mobius and B15 were also saying he at the end as well.
He?
Yeah. Like, how does he want us to fix all of these branches? So it seems like this variant or different version of the TVA now, they have a Kang at the head.
Yeah. We'll definitely see more of him in Ant-Man. For sure.
And probably all the other movies as well. Or maybe just at the end. Because they are building it up to him to come across in Quantumania. So in Quantumania would probably be his biggest out as the main enemy.
Yeah, if you remember the ending of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Iconic. And also the remake of it, where the Mark Wahlberg version, when he travels back to Earth and you remember the Lincoln Memorial is now an ape.
But going back to that part about that.
Yeah.
If you consider all the other movies before that as well, we already knew it was Thanos, but we only saw bits and pieces. So we might see the same thing again with Kang.
So, you're saying leading up to Thanos, we saw pieces, and then now the big bad is now Kang.
It's now Kang the Conqueror, so we might see him again in all of the other movies leading up to Quantumania.
Right.
I mean, leading up to Quantumania, yes.
Quantumania, which is 2023. So, all the movies next year leading up to that probably have glimpses of...
glimpses of Kang the Conqueror.
Kang, before he makes his grand appearance in 2023.
Quantumania.
Yeah.
But maybe season 2 will happen in 2022 as well. Or maybe in conjunction with the movies. Yep. Going back to Loki, I guess we'll close up here, but otherwise I give the Loki show a really solid 7 out of 10.
The whole series? Or?
Yeah. The series
Episode 6 anyway.
Episode 6? Okay.
As a whole, I think I'd say give it maybe a 7.
Yeah, me too. 7.
Yeah, as a
But
whole.
yeah, I
it's-
kind of disagree
What's
with the other reviewers saying that episode 6 was kind of a dud.
A
I thought it was
disappointment.
I thought it was
No.
brilliant. I thought it was a really strong episode.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was good. I
One-
I
liked
loved
it.
it. Yeah, I thought it was
So
awesome.
so I'd give this episode a 7. The
Yeah,
series
okay.
also a 7.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a great climax too. So I'll give it at least 7.5. I think.
Mm.
In the whole series, probably 7 3/4. Yeah.
7.75. Yeah.
What would you give it, Marcus?
Yeah, probably a 7, something like that. The whole
Yeah.
series overall. Yeah.
Yeah. Both for the episode and the whole series, I think. Yeah, 7.
Actually, I
7
reckon
as
this
well.
finale was the strongest climax out of the 3 to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really strong ending. I think stronger than even Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision.
Yeah.
Because WandaVision's ending only confirmed Wanda as being the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
But it didn't really mention the ending parts. Because at the time we thought Wanda's ending was starting that she was the one who created the multiverse of madness.
Mm.
We were wrong. It
Yeah.
was Loki's ending.
It was
which created
Loki's-
the
That's
multiverse of
right.
madness.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it only just confirmed that the Falcon is the new Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is still, I guess, a good, yeah, still significant, I guess.
And it sort of, changed our perception of what was it? Sharon Carter as well. Like it's changed her. That was like a turning point for her character as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't set
Oh,
up
okay.
as much as Loki's ending, which sets
Mm.
up a humongous wave of movies
Yes,
and TV shows.
because it impacts the whole multi-universe thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Loki's finale was definitely the most important one of the
Yeah.
3
And the biggest
series we've
impact.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Jeff, what would you give it?
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
Your score for the episode and the series.
Oh, score.
Yeah.
I reckon 7. I think.
And for the
Whole
series, whole
Yeah,
series.
whole series. I reckon. There were some good moments though. Yeah, in each of the series.
I think for that episode,
Yeah.
I'd score it an 8, and for the series, 7.
So it looks like everyone gave it a 7, around a 7 or more.
Around, yeah, that seems to be the average.
Is Charmian still here?
Well, Charmian, hello.
Yeah.
What
What's
would
your
you score
score?
the
Would you give it?
episode and the series?
What's your score?
Of the episode?
Episode and the series.
We're
Yeah.
doing both, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well, I only caught it from episode 4, so I don't know if I can comment on the whole series.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You've got to catch up on the earlier ones then. Yeah.
But what would you give the episode?
But it's
Bob?
been good. It's yeah. I'll have to give it at least a 7 or an 8.
Cool.
What does Rotten Tomatoes give it?
Oh, I don't think it has like an episode score. Maybe an overall.
Maybe an overall score.
Yeah.
That's
Overall
But it seems
score.
like we're all agreed that there was a strong ending with
Yeah.
scores
Yeah.
of 7 to 8.
Yep, there's
The
right.
last
Yeah, I'd
episode.
like- I'd still like to find out the Rotten Tomatoes score.
I think it.
Okay.
Maybe what is it? 92. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
What is overall season for season?
Yeah, but
pretty
What-
high
what's
score.
that?
Yeah.
What's the 87% one?
That's the audience.
That's the
score.
audience.
So interestingly, critics
Yeah.
higher.
Critics
than
actually
yeah.
liked it more.
Audience.
Yeah. Interesting.
I
the
always-
audience has
Yeah.
2,561 scores.
Yeah.
I always go with the audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. The critics, apparently it's 92% with 117 critics.
It's quite
Yeah,
a
like,
lot
you know,
still.
You,
Quite
you
a
see,
lot. Too.
you see some things on Rotten Tomatoes, and they got dismal scores, and yet they're blockbusters.
I know.
Hmm.
And just because the audience loves it, but the critics hate it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes I
It's a way of
completely
attracting-
dislike critic movies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some of those movies with like BAFTA awards or some of these other award shows. I don't like those movies sometimes.
Yeah.
But it seems like the series they both agree.
Yeah. This one is pretty like it's still a pretty close margin, between the audience and the critics.
Yeah, very
It's only
close.
it's only 5%.
5%, yeah.
It's not a big difference.
And I agree with the rating they have.
Yeah.
It is a very
What did
highly rated,
WandaVision score though?
series.
Oh,
Yeah, out of curiosity, how did WandaVision score?
Because I know that it did really well with the critics because it now has won an award.
yeah, it won a few awards. Yeah,
It won
really?
several
Okay.
awards.
it's close,
I
but
didn't
the
know it won a
audience
few
actually
awards.
liked it less as well,
Slightly.
slightly.
Yeah, because I know that there were a lot of like division for each episode because a lot of people didn't understand the show.
Yeah.
Like it was a little bit odd, compared to like what you would have expected.
Yeah.
What about the IMBD scores?
Falcon is also pretty high,
It's very high as well.
90,
It was actually less than WandaVision.
but less.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's
the
right.
audience didn't seem to like it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the critics loved all three. Like, really
Yes.
highly.
Yeah, they actually they had higher scores for all of the series
Yeah.
compared to the audience.
It's quite surprising.
What about the IMBD scores, Marcus?
MTV.
IMDb.
IMBD.
Oh, IMDb. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the website.
Yeah, I didn't know WandaVision won all these awards actually.
Yeah, WandaVision won a lot of awards.
About 8.7
They
out of
often
10.
score much differently to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, 8.7. That's
8.7 is
8.7 for Loki. That's actually still quite high.
pretty
It's very
good.
high.
that's pretty high.
WandaVision is an 8.
Okay.
And Falcon is. And Winter Soldier. Falcon Winter. It's about, what is it? 7.4. Yeah, so it kind of agrees with Rotten Tomatoes in that order. Loki best, WandaVision second, Falcon third.
Yeah.
Very small margin though.
Yeah. Not a huge margin, but yeah.
Wow.
But overall, yeah, that was a good series.
Yeah, it's a great series.
Definitely waiting for the movies first before the season 2.
Yeah. Especially Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, so I think actually when is Shang-Chi again? Shang-Chi is September, right?
September.
Yeah, so we'll actually see what if before Shang-Chi.
Yep, before Shang-Chi.
I hope we can watch Shang-Chi in the cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By then.
Yeah.
Should be able to, right? Should be.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. People have been saying that since 2019.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, we sort of missed Black Widow on the big screen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, that was pushed back like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And we
that
still
was-
didn't manage to see it. That's so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, I know.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, is that about it?
Yeah. So okay.
Okay.
And would you be all up to watch What If when it comes out?
Yeah, what if
I'll give it a
in
go.
August? Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Here's what-
episodes is that?
Oh, good question.
What if?
Good question. I didn't really know.
I think it comes out mid-August, right, Jono?
11th.
11th, yeah.
What if?
11.
How many episodes does it say?
Oh, quite a few. Oh,
10? More?
Does it say how long they are, or is it like the same length as Loki, or is it gonna be a bit shorter?
I think it might be shorter.
But what if?
It's just gonna be an animated series, right?
Yeah.
well, according to Google, how many are there? It says 10.
10. Oh, 10. Yeah.
Okay, slightly longer.
Yep.
Although I wonder how long each episode is. Is it like a
Imagine
like a Bad Batch length, half an hour thing,
24
or is it
minutes.
Yeah.
is it
I'm
longer?
guessing around 20 minutes,
I
24
guess,
minutes.
yeah, I guess we'll find out, but all we know is there are 3 confirmed episodes, which is Peggy Carter taking the Winter Soldier serum,
Yes.
T'Challa as Star-Lord,
Yes.
and the Winter Soldier versus Marvel Zombies.
So 3
It's
confirmed.
funny.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then we'll see the other ones. Otherwise, they haven't said how long the episodes will be.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
Okay.
an anthology, so meaning you can jump in any point and you won't be lost because each episode is a
Okay.
Oh, it's
is
standalone,
a
is it?
different kind of what if take on
Oh,
a
I
different
see.
character.
Yeah, so it's the idea of the multiverse again.
Okay.
Yeah.
But each
Interesting.
episode is its own little contained universe episode.
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
And then we've got Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher, which I haven't really seen him yet. So, you know.
Well, we have
Interesting.
seen the Watcher in the MCU already. So.
And just to give you a peek
Yeah.
at the poster,
Yeah.
this is the poster for What If. The tagline is one question changes everything, namely what if.
What if?
Yeah.
And Loki counts an episode as well, apparently.
Right. Okay.
No,
So you
I haven't seen the Watcher yet in any of the TV series, like the series yet. So
Well, he was in the
Oh, was he?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
okay. No, I mean like in the Loki or WandaVision or Falcon, he
Yeah.
wasn't featured in any of those. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
cool to see him in this.
Yeah.
even in
Yeah.
in this poster you can see this take, right? Like Captain Britain. It's not the flag is it's not the American one, so it's
Yeah.
Captain Britain. And
The
then
ship
you've
as
got
well.
you've got this over here like a is it like a female Spider-Man or something?
Spider-Man with the cape.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then you've got zombies, as Jono said. Captain America fights zombies. And then here is this Gamora with
It looks like
Yeah,
Gamora
it's
with
Gamora.
Thanos'
Thanos'
sword.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
with a sword, yeah.
And
Who's this? Is this
I
Vision?
can't see it too closely, but it looks a bit like Ultra.
Ultron? Okay. And this is
Is that Black Widow?
Black Widow, looks like, but with
It's
some
some-
kind of
Sue Batons. Yeah.
yeah.
So I
Actually,
guess we'll find out.
And this is T'Challa.
Charla,
T'Challa is
Yep, I
Star-Lord.
can see her.
Yeah.
I can
And
see
this
her.
is
War Machine.
War Machine.
Yep.
Or a version of War Machine. What if version?
Yeah. Actually, if you look at Spider-Man, Spider-Man with the cape looks like Doctor Strange's cape.
Right, so it may be a cross between Doctor
Maybe.
Strange and Spider-Man.
That'd be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So this seems to be a really interesting show. All
And
voiced
the
by
Watcher, right?
original-
Watching
yeah,
everything in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Oh
that's right.
yeah.
all voiced by the original actors.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Okay.
good. That's great.
So it's back to them.
So that's a big draw.
Yeah.
And
I
they'll-
feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the last time we'll ever hear Chadwick Boseman in the role.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
not-
is the Watcher gonna be the main narrator of the series? So
Probably,
Possibly.
yeah.
Yeah.
He may be the only thing tying all the episodes together.
Oh,
Mm.
I reckon.
Yeah.
It's like a narrative glue.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, I barely remember who the Watcher is from Guardians.
The- You only see the Watcher for like several seconds.
He was with Stan Lee, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with Stanley.
Okay.
It's very meta.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I think we'll leave it
Alright.
there then.
Yeah, so
Say
yeah.
good night.
Cool, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great finale. Yeah.
Yep, great finale.
yeah.
Really
Yeah,
strong one.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
A really tense one as well. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
I love the tension. Definitely.
Yeah. The tension. Yeah. What do I
Yeah, I
And-
agree. It
And the
built
background-
tension
yeah.
really well.
And the background music actually helps with that tension as well. It's like you can feel it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
good.
All right, guys.
All right.
Yep. I guess we could end it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody, everyone.
Right. Good,
Yeah.
good night, everyone. Good
Have a
night.
good
Bye.
night.
Good night. See you guys
Alright.
tomorrow. Yeah. See you guys
Guys.
tomorrow.
All right.